Movie nerds. I am Chris Day. I'm a film lover like you guys, and welcome to the Chris Day podcast, episode 1. And while it's not live, and it will be live very, very soon, um, you know, I wanted to be here and I wanted to talk with you guys about two movies coming up this weekend. But the main one is because I've not seen The Hitman's Bodyguard. We're going to talk about Logan Lucky for you guys and talk about the new movies coming up and the recommendation films for you guys to check out. Let's get started with the first movie, which is Logan Lucky. Logan Lucky was the new directorial return of Steven Soderbergh, who went hiatus for 4 years and has come back. And I can tell you this, after seeing the movie twice, I love this movie. I think this movie is one of my favorite movies of the year. This is the most fun I've had at a movie next to Baby Driver, and I love this movie. I think it is so much fun. Channing Tatum is absolutely, with 100% of a doubt, great in this movie. It's one of my favorite performances of his. Adam Driver is great. Riley Keough, if I'm pronouncing, Elvis Presley's granddaughter, is incredible as well. Daniel Craig steals the show. I cannot say this enough. He steals the show. I love this movie from start to finish. It's a little dull, bits and pieces of the movie. Besides that, I had a blast with this film. This is the most fun I've had at a movie all year. And I love the heist genre itself. I've always wanted to make a film based on a heist genre. And what do you do with one of my favorite films, Ocean's 11, which we'll talk about in a little bit, is they able to do that very, very well with this kind of movie. And they able to do it very powerful and very interesting, very awesome at the same time. And I had a blast with Logan Lucky. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. Definitely check it out, guys. And now let's get into what's movies recommendations to check out this week. The first film we're going to talk about is Ocean's 11 from 2001. Now, this is directed by Steven Soderbergh, who just recently did Logan Lucky. So I think that a lot of people should be excited because, you know, Logan Lucky is about NASCAR, where this is about casinos, and this is one of my favorite movies of all time. You know, I love Ocean's 11. I think it's one of my favorite movies. I think it represents everything about bank heist movies and does it to an edge. It introduces film like guys like Topher Grace is in the movie. He's great in the movie. People, it's so amazing, and I love this movie. It's a teen movie, but it goes by so quick and so great, and the direction by Steven Soderbergh is out of this world. It's so great, and I love this movie, and it's a remake. And I'm not big on remakes, but when remakes are really, really good, they're like this. They're really good, and I really enjoyed this movie. Some other recommendations I got to ask you guys. Let's talk about the big one, Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde is turning 50 years old, and I got to recommend this movie. We'll talk about the next one from 1967 as well. But Bonnie and Clyde was kind of the first movie to introduce in 1967 that changed cinema forever, and that was violence. If we wouldn't have had that, we wouldn't have had The Godfather or movies like that. And we're going to talk about movies in 1967 that we're going to talk about very, very soon, especially soon, and in a couple weeks we'll talk about another one. But I feel like 1967 was itself created on making great films, and it's still great to this day. And the last one is In the Heat of the Night, which I saw again recently. I adore this movie. It's the movie that won Best Picture, just turned 50 years old. It's hard to think that a movie like this, where still today we still deal with racism, and yet we still deal with things like that the movie does so great. I mean, you have the incredible performances in this movie. But those are my recommendations, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys on Monday. Look forward to that, guys, for classic recommendations, and we will see you guys later. Take it easy, guys. Bye.